Hello, Sam. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. First of all, congratulations on this film. I saw it last night and it was mind-blowing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed um, watching it. I liked the action and then I liked the emotions as well. So it was not just action, but it was actions and emotions. So I enjoyed it. Well done to you and the team.
Thank you.
Right. So let's just dive right into it. So did you know you were going to make a sequel, when you were making the first extraction?
No, that was not a sure thing. When we signed on to make the movie, for me, it was a one and done. The story was complete as written. Tyler Rake actually didn't survive the movie when he fell off that bridge. It was over, and I thought that was great. I thought that it really worked for the story. And then once we started screening the film internally and then with audiences and people were responding very positively, Netflix and Agbo kind of perked up and said, hey, we might have something here, a little franchise potentially. And so when we went back, there were a few scenes with additional photography we picked up. We tagged on, there's a plan to have kind of an ambiguous ending to where you could argue that he was alive, but if, for some reason it didn't play as well with audiences when released, you could say, no, we're finished. So it was a purposefully ambiguous ending, but the response was overwhelmingly positive for the first film, and that kind of solidified a sequel, and here we are.
That's right. So and then this sequel also has that ambiguous ending as well. You can't tell if okay, this is the end or okay, he's going to meet who he's supposed to meet
Yeah.
at some point. So do we see a franchise here?
I definitely think there's potential. I mean, the way the universe is set up and the way, Joe Russo thinks, he's been in that Marvel universe for so long. I think he's always very smartly thinking of how can we create a story and a world of characters that can expand, that people really enjoy and get invested in so that we can follow different characters in different directions. The end of the second movie with Extraction 2, we definitely wanted to leave it open so that, again, depending on the audience reaction to the second film, perhaps there's another Tyler Rake story out there to be told.
Awesome, awesome. And thank you for that. So let's talk about shooting. Was there any exciting, behind the scenes moments or anecdotes, from the filming process?
Yeah, I mean, we had, whenever you do an action movie like this and you're trying to raise the bar and push yourself and your own standards, you run up against a lot of challenges. And shooting this 21-minute, long sequence was extremely challenging. And there was, whenever you, again, you light your star on fire because you think it will excite audiences, you're taking big risks, big swings. You don't know if it's going to work, and the safety is always paramount. Like, it's always looking out for our actors and performers, but you're trying to push the envelope as much as you can. So we had Chris Hemsworth climbing on top of moving trains at 40 miles an hour with a helicopter 20 feet away. We lit him on fire, and this is all stuff that he was, willing and excited to do, basically for the fans, for the entertainment of you watching. He's willing to put himself out there, because he trusts the team and he trusts the preparation and rehearsal that has gone into these sequences. So yeah, I think the things that we did behind the scenes made it their way onto the screen to entertain you all. And I think that was the most exciting things that happened were on screen.
And boy, we were entertained, or I was entertained, and I'm sure viewers worldwide will be. So finally, what can you say fans can expect, from Extraction 2? What should fans expect?
I think fans can expect a more exciting level of action. We tried to step that up a notch. There's some wild sequences that push the bar of action and really challenge our performers. But there's also a deeper emotional core to this film that I think people will be very hopefully excited about, because you get to understand who these people are a little bit more deeply, a little more intimately, and see the relationships build and grow. So I'm excited for people to see that and experience the emotional aspect of the film as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Sam. That's my time. It was nice
Hey,
talking
thank
to
you.
you.
Appreciate it.